And then 14.5, Deputy Premier, a letter to Council advising the Strong Committee's round 4 funding is about to open on the 1st of May.
So that outlines the council having caught up with that letter, the allocation for Federation local government areas in the order, I think, of 1.574. There you go, thank you, 574027.
That's correct.
And that's open again to councils, joint organisations, eligible community organisations and local land councils. So our staff are working away with some information will come before council prior to that closure on the 25th of June. And we're working also through our letters of support how we try and get those in, how the clubs or groups get those into us a bit more timely than later in the piece if we've got to answer questions about DAs being needed or not. But looking more at our own priorities and what the council have considered before and in line with our community, our financial plan obviously as well. So did you have any comments there, Joe, on what Jared's proposing there? It's just that he's got a few chances where council has an input workshop.
Yeah, and that's the intent, is that councillors can understand, you know, what the priorities are and what is being recommended to you under that program.
Thank you, Councillor Longmire.
If I may, just clarity on this one as well. The terms of reference, I think we can go back over the journey. There's still the same terms of reference that we've had on these opportunities before. This is round 4, isn't it? And so, is there an opportunity to, I'm not sure how to, but certainly any expressions of interest from community organisations or whatever, is there something like that that can come towards the officers here so they can do a report that comes before council? Or
yeah,
is that logical or not?
Our grants officer has forwarded the notification that it's out to all those groups. We haven't run I don't think we're going to run a timed process where we see all those coming in. I think we're just going to collate whatever comes in. There'll be a range of different ones. I would have thought there'll be clubs on their own right, they've got their own land or manage their own land versus clubs that are on our land.
So I asked that question because there's been a comment in the previous rounds that it comes across as those in the know from out there. So that's why I'm asking the question now.
Yeah.
Councillor Watcher.
Just with that one, coming off the back of what Councillor Longmire said, it's a very short window that this was given. And yes, the clubs were sent out and different organisations, I've probably fielded 2 or 3 calls about it. And the problem is always going to be that they're not shovel ready. And to get the quotes and anything of any magnitude probably is hard for those clubs. Looking back at the previous recipients, there was a couple of bigger ones that were awarded. Howland got some money going back at the tennis club. Corowa did the pool get some at some point in it?
We've sent council, there's been a different range of, in each round. I think the original early rounds, council got the whole allocation on their table.
Yes.
Allocate out, like Reading Sports Ground Lights, I think.
Yeah, whereas this is different now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, so probably the last round back they allowed clubs directly, didn't they, Joe?
Yeah,
So in light of that, I'm just wondering, not sort of sure if Councillor Longmire saying, are council going to be eaten into the pool if we've got other clubs out there that are trying to get it? Do we really need to be putting in for $1 million grant of 1.5 and having it overseen by where the other clubs are saying, oh, we need to look in, or how do we determine that now, given that they can go direct? I'm sort of making that clear as a bit.
Yeah, I guess my quick opinion would be council would look at our own priorities of our own assets and where they are needing, or where the community have been requesting for a long time. There's some examples of those still around, but I don't think we could get into the space of prioritising such and such golf club or such and such footy club if it's not really our land that they're on. But yeah, in the past all we've done is give a letter of support to them around what we need to see for approvals or those avenues. But yeah, it does make it an issue, but they're always going to be oversubscribed. They might get 4, 5, 6 million. I guess it's a bit like the road grants. They'll just pick how they allocate that. They normally give council some of the funding, but others go direct to the club, which is fine. We'll probably look to get some workshops if we haven't already got on the calendar of the council to get across that information.
Okay.
There's an increase in the female focus again on this one, 50%. of the allocation is for projects to increase female participation in sport and enhance female sporting facilities.
Okay, item 14.6, Ageing Well Ambassador, that letter from Liz Silicon. And then 14.7, Murray Darling Basin Association Delegates Report. Enclosed. Any further questions or comments, councillors? If not, I'll put it all in favour. Against? Carried. Item number 15 is confidential matters. Would someone like to
So
move
moved.
taking the closing? Moved by Councillor Longmire, seconded by Councillor Meagle. All in favour?
Aye.
Against? Carried.